What is up, everybody? Welcome into episode 24 of the Brahma Bullpen. And as you can tell, I'm not by myself in the cow pasture today. I have the one and only Brycen Alleyne with us, formerly of the Houston Roughnecks, now part of San Antonio Brahmas. Welcome to the Brahma Bullpen, man. It is truly an honor to be able to sit down with you and talk to you and help the fans here in San Antonio get to know you a little bit better.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Man, we love the fact that you're here. I got to interview Alex Millette, which obviously you played with in Houston last year. He was a center there, probably going to be our center here. And the reason I was super excited about this interview is he told me straight up that you are one of the best people that he knows, and he loves blocking for you. Like, he just wants to get out in front and make holes for you to run through. Talk a little bit about that, Ben. What kind of relationship did you have with your offensive line in Houston last year?
I mean, it was I'm very I'm a very social guy. I'm all about like camaraderie and all of that. I guess you want to say, to make a long story short, I was upset, obviously with the whole thing with the merger, everybody breaking up, but it's like that's the reality of professional football. Like, it'll never be the same team every year. And in my head, I'm like, damn, like I can't play with these guys the next 4 years. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about like college, like high school, like, you know what I mean? Like that's the type of person that I am when it comes to like my teammates. And, even with Alex, like he was a couple lockers down from me when we were in Houston. So, just locker room talk, just, getting time to spend with each other. And then at the end of the day, he's a lineman. I'm a running back. We kind of work hand in hand when it comes to like pass pro or even like, run game and stuff like that. So we can have to communicate a lot on the field, a lot off the field. Just, building that relationship with him, even outside of football, was just super dope. And I always have a good relationship with all of my linemen from last year with the Roughnecks. And, I mean, at whatever level that I was at, I tend to we see things the same way because neither one of us are calling plays. We just kind of do what it is, and then he'll make a call. I'll make a call. I either okay the call, he either okays the call, and me and him got to be in sync, especially when it comes to pass pro. So we, develop our own, communication and everything like that. So yeah, man, Alex is great. Alex is a great guy. Um, Great dude, great friend, great teammate.
Yeah, we got Yarbrough's coming down here also, and also Parker. So you got you got your boys up front with you. It's
Yeah.
cool to hear you talk about the blocking scheme. I was watching a bunch of your highlights, and you know what a lot of people might not realize is not only are you super quick and athletic running back, standing still backflip in full pads is, that's foreign to a lot of us. So
Yeah.
that just shows your talent. But also punt coverage, man. You're out there making hits and stuff. What's it like for a running back who's always getting hit to actually be able to give a hit every now and then?
Oh man, it's tough, And in high school, I played running back and I played DB as well. And I joke a lot with our DB coaches from last year when we were in Houston. When we would go like punt coverage and practice, and we would kind of have to shadow each other. And if the number two guy was up on punt coverage, I would be the corner. So like I'm like, hey man, like watch this. I'm on the sideline. You know what I mean? Kind of talking to him and stuff. So I mean, it's definitely fun just to get out there. I'm one of those guys, very versatile. Whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. I mean, whether it's tackling, running down the field, blocking, and stuff like that. If it's fun to run down and to tackle guys and to kind of just show what I can do. One, because of my stature. Two, because that's literally not my job to tackle people. But, there are phases of the game where I have to go out there and I have to do it. And the one thing that kind of helps me is that I'll be the first one down there. So I'll be the first one down there. Obviously, if I miss the tackle, hopefully I slow them down enough for the next man to get to it or whatever. But, I mean, I kind of pride myself on, at the end of the day, just doing my job. My job is to get down the field and one, make the tackle, two, disrupt the play. So
Beautiful. You mentioned your stature. I think old school football people actually were like, okay, how big is he? How much does he weigh? All that
yeah,
stuff. But I think new school, especially say like the last 5-10 years, it's been like, uh, it's more like ball security, speed, and can you hide behind alignment on them screens? Like that.
yeah, yeah.
That's a thing. It's a strategy nowadays, right?
Yeah, most definitely. You've seen it a lot now, like, especially in the NFL as well. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
guys like we're all around like the same size. And especially now with teams going like, running back by committee, you're gonna have, your ground and pound guy, he might be 6 foot 220, whatever. And then you got your smaller guy, your change of pace, he might be like 5'8", 180 or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, it's fun and it's definitely appreciative on like um the evolving of the game and stuff like that now, whereas running back by committee, you got your smaller guy speedster who can make plays out in space, and then you got your ground and pound guy who's going to get you those tough yards and stuff like that too. And then the one thing I kind of pride myself on is being able to be best of both worlds. I can get you those tough 4 yards as well, and then what I mean, get out in space, what I mean, run past somebody and make somebody miss and all of that too. So
Yeah, your stats last year, you're averaging 4.8 yards a carry. I mean,
yep.
that's awesome. I mean, that's all you can hope for as a as a fan is, these positive yards and stay in front of the chain, so to speak. So you've done great with that. Talk a little bit about the comfortable, like how comfortable you're going to be with. So you're going to be running basically the same offense with AJ. This
Yeah.
year you got Marvin Williams Jr. is going to be the running back coach, I believe.
Yeah.
If I got that right. So and they were both on the Roughneck staff last year as well as obviously Coach Wade Phillips. So you
Yep.
got a pretty good group of people that you should be pretty comfortable with. What you think that gives you a leg up on some of the Brahmas players that were retained from the team last year?
Most definitely, at the end of the day, I always pride myself on earning my keep. Nothing is ever given to me, no matter what you did the year prior, because at the end of the day, now there's only your expectations from other people only gets higher. It's like, okay, yeah, we seen what you could do last year. Can you do that and better? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm very, obviously very comfortable with the staff. Shoot, Marvin was actually one of my coaches when I played in the fan control league back in 2022. So it was dope even going to the Roughnecks when I found out that he was on the staff there. And then, he was quality control there last year. And then now this year coming up, now he'll be my actual position coach. So me and him got a good relationship as well. And then like you said too, running that offense, or at least the same scheme schematically, definitely very comfortable. But at the end of the day, there's still room for improvement. Things that I don't feel as though I was comfortable with last year, that now I know that I could kind of take advantage of those things and get more comfortable with it going into this year. So, most definitely being a part of that offense last year will kind of give me that extra step above a lot of other people. But at the end of the day, like I said, still got to make my plays, still got to earn my keep. Now I'm just going into it with just a little bit more familiarity.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I always like to ask players when I get a chance to talk to them
Mm.
what position they would play other than the position they're in. So you kind of talked about playing a little DB right there, but if you could play any other position on the field, obviously between you and me, running back is the best position on the field.
Yeah,
And just so you know, I say that to everybody, no matter what position you're in. When I'm interviewing you, the
yeah.
position you play is the best position. So I'll just be full disclosure there. But if you could pick one other position, what would you play, man?
Oh man. I think either somewhere between DB and receiver. One, because I like the when I know the ball is coming to me. I like having the football in my hand. DB, like, what I mean, you're not supposed to touch the ball at all. You know, I want to be able to touch the ball. I want to be able to score. I don't, you know what I mean? I want to know that I can get into the end zone, I can celebrate, and I was supposed to do that. You know what I mean? On defense, like, you're not supposed to do that. But I probably would say receiver and then DB. Just mostly because, I always played offense, more of an offensive guy. Enjoyed having the football in my hand, making people miss, making plays, getting excited and stuff like that, and getting into the end zone. It's just a better situation for me to play receiver than it is to play DB.
So you want to be in the end zone. Check. Got it. That's good. That's what we want to hear down here in San Antonio. Do you get to work with the coach party any? Do you work with the receiver coaches any when you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in
So I,
practice?
I I worked a lot. I worked a lot with Coach Party last year. I'm kind of like a hybrid guy. Like, what I mean, I flex me out, stuff like that or whatever. So the way that we kind of operate and did things was all the skill guys, we all kind of went through like the same things in practice and stuff. So got a lot to work with Coach Party. In terms of, routes on air, stuff like that, catching the football. And then as well as he was the in special teams, he was the return coach. So he was always back there with us, whether it was punt return, whether it was kick return.
Oh,
And now he'll be the special teams coordinator and stuff. So, like I say, even more familiarity with the way he coaches, and, he's seen me do what his job title is before. So, yeah, most definitely worked
you're
with
in.
him a lot.
Yeah, yeah, you're in. So one of the other things I always like to ask players, and not to put them on the spot, but it's from a position of pure curiosity. What does
Mhm.
an off-season routine look like for you guys, health-wise, like keeping your body in shape, staying ready to go? Do you have cheat days? Like, what do you do to make sure you stay healthy? Because that's it. Like your
Yeah,
body is your tool for earning a living here. So, like I always like I'm just purely curious.
yeah, yeah.
What do you do, man? That us normal Joes that just sit on the couch have no idea about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, this offseason for me was very abnormal just because of all the extra stuff that kind of transpired, with the merger, then finishing out the season. And then, I had a few NFL interests and stuff. So as soon as I came home, it was kind of right back in motion. I took like a week off, and it was right back to training super duper hard. And then, like, as the fall kind of came around, the football season started again, I kind of throttled down a little bit, gave myself some time to get my body back right. But I want to say, like, in general, all players, what I mean, in our off season, you're gonna take about anywhere between a week to like a month off. Get your body right, let everything kind of flush and all of that, let your body heal and everything, whatever nicks and bruises that you have. And then you kind of go through, your phases of building your strength back up, taking time to take care of like the little accessory lifts, smaller parts of your body that, I mean, you may not have known that you lacked that during the season. Uh, a lot of mobility work, stretching and stuff like that. And then once you kind of go into like maybe like I want to say 3-4 months out of reporting to camp, now you kind of turn it up a little bit. Now it's all about, explosion and explosion, still building up strength, and then also increasing your mobility so that, you don't run into like those soft tissue muscles like that. Cause that's what's going to happen a lot during camp. You got your hamstring, quad, stuff like that, whatever. And you kind of take care of those little things, a part of your body, while you're home. And, whether it's, doing cryotherapy, whether it's needling, whether it's cupping, ice baths and stuff like that. And, even like now for myself, the way my regimen kind of works is like Mondays is like my active recovery day. So I do a lot of mobility work, a lot of stretching. Tuesday, Wednesdays is like, all right, we're full go upper body, full go lower body, getting stronger. At the end of the day, I like to work out. So that's what I do. Thursdays is like my plyo and I'm running more explosion stuff. And then my Fridays is just like, it's kind of like a wild card day. I get a pump in for the weekend, and then that's about it. And then my Saturday, Sundays, I'm probably on the field running routes, catching and stuff, and don't
Wow.
weight at all. So I'm like 5-6 days a week, and that's just
Yeah.
that's just who I am. Like, that don't even have anything to do with playing professional football. That's just how I was raised, everything that I've been around, and just, trial and error, going through different things throughout the years.
Sound like a workaholic, man. That's something that leads to success inevitably for even regular folks. I mean, that's pretty amazing to hear all the work you're doing in. I mean, you're putting in during the off season. That's awesome, man. Like I haven't been to the gym in ever. So there's a restaurant called Jim's. I spend a lot of time there, you know what I'm saying? But man, that's awesome. You're putting in that work for the fans, even when we don't see it. And I
Right.
mean, you're doing it for yourself, but ultimately you're doing it for us. So we truly appreciate that stuff. Um, I think what did y'all report February 24th, right? Does that sound right? So you're at the time of recording this. Oh, by the way, it's Super Bowl Sunday, February 11th. So you got 13 days to report. So
Yeah.
you're all engaged. While we're talking about Super Bowl, who you got? Who's
It's
taking it?
Man, it's tough, but like I can't go away from Pat Mahomes, man. Like, I can't go away from Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, even though like I don't like what Taylor Swift is doing right now to the football world. But like I want to go against it because I'm a Christian McCaffrey fan. Like, he's my favorite running
Mm.
back. He's the number one running back in the league. And it's like I'm rooting for him. he's gonna score. He's anytime touchdown scorer, so I'm good on that.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, I don't think I can really go against Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, that dude's got a killer instinct. I was I was probably one of the few or unique or different people. I was really hoping Christian McCaffrey would win the MVP. I know it went to Lamar. He definitely deserves it, second one. But man, McCaffrey was leading in every category that a running back could lead in for the league, and then here they are in the Super Bowl. So yeah, he's definitely a beast. But Mahomes don't like to lose, and for somehow that dude finds a way to win no matter what. Even if he has to break a helmet or something to get there, you know what I mean? This
Yeah, most
guy's
definitely.
crazy, man. So talk a little bit about the team, the XFL, the UFL, USFL, all that stuff.
Mhm.
What is the one thing that you might point out that kind of you look forward to in playing for the new merged league, whether it's the coach staff, the city, or just like what is it that has attracted you to this? Is it you think it's your best option over indoor football or anything like that? Like what is it that made you come back for another season?
Oh man, I believe that I have the skill set and I have the talent, I have the film, I have everything to play at the highest level. So whatever the highest level may be, I know that I deserve to be there. Right now with the spring football world and the whole merger and everything, I'm excited for the exposure. One thing that I didn't get coming out of college and all of that was just exposure. I went to a small HBCU in Delaware, in Dover, Delaware at that. I went to Delaware State. I mean, I was born and raised in Delaware as well, so stayed home basically. Um, not really any exposure. I'm in the record books and it's kind of like real quiet. And then went to Fan Control League, and that brought a lot of attention to myself, a lot of exposure. And now with it only being one spring league, really, that kind of brings more attention and more exposure, the things that I never really got coming out of school. So I'm excited for it because now it's not one side paying attention to the USFL, one side paying attention to the XFL. You're paying attention to the league all in one. So,
Yeah.
I it's only positive things that can come out of this current situation. I'm definitely excited for everything that's going to happen. We're taking things from both leagues, and I'm excited to be exposed to the things that the USFL players had on their side, and then obviously I have no complaints from anything from the XFL on our side. So to see those things merge and kind of come to fruition and be a part of it, I'm excited just to be a part of it.
Yeah. I obviously I follow you on Twitter, so I definitely see you're still supporting your boys up there in Delaware State. I know
Yeah.
you're always repping them as much as you can. You got that love for university, which is definitely commendable. So if you had a running back that you're talking to, a young kid fixing to commit or just committed Delaware State, so to speak, what
Yeah.
would one piece of advice you'd give them? That way, even the running backs not going Delaware State that might watch this, a high school kid, young man putting in that work. What is one piece of advice you'd give them about being a running back? What they need to work on the most?
Um, and this isn't even honestly being a running back is more about instincts and I mean your reaction and stuff like that, right? I'm a sports performance coach back here in Delaware, certified everything. I train running backs out here. I train different teams
Nice.
and all of that too. So, and whatever ages. So I think with that is just if you care enough, and like I said, this is not specifically for running backs. If you care enough about what you do, all the outside stuff doesn't matter. Anything extra, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I cared enough about football to where I was playing indoor for $250 a week every 2 weeks. So I cared enough, and you got to make sacrifices and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you only can get back from the game what you put in. So that's my biggest advice to anybody. I'm the oldest of 8 siblings. I got
Wow.
three other brothers. I got 4 other sisters. Um, Friggin' my brother's in college now, Lock Haven in PA. My other brother, he's Army commit. and Gatorade Player of the Year, all of this extra stuff, Player of the Year in Delaware and stuff. So I'm leading by example, and they see that I care enough about my craft. So I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I work out for multiple hours a week. I'm not gonna go out and party when I know I got to work out the next morning or work out that day. I can't do certain things because I have to work out. So I care enough, and I'm willing to make those sacrifices to kind of get what I want. So that's really to any kid, going to the next level. And if you want to play professional, it's very much doable at no matter what level it is. It's going to be tough at each level because it was tough for me. And if you care enough, you're gonna keep going. If you don't, and life is kind of getting to you, I mean, life is life. It's not the game of football, and professional football is not for everybody. It's not for the weak.
Yeah. What positions, you don't mind me asking, are your two brothers who are playing college ball or committed to
Yeah.
play college ball play?
My brother Karan is at Lock Haven. He plays receiver. Played receiver and running back in Delaware as well. My brother BJ, he's like I said, committed to Army, Gatorade Player of the Year. He played quarterback his first 2 or 3 years of high school, but now he plays running back, just like me. And yeah, it was the number one player in the state of Delaware.
Hey, that's a school to play running back for is Army, man. They run that they
Yeah,
run that triple
and he's
option in the.
he's in a good situation. Nah, he's in a good situation now too because they don't even run that anymore. They got a new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe this this past football season might have been their first year with their new offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Run spread. They run regular spread offense now. They still kind of dibble and dabble a little bit into like their triple option stuff, but they're definitely back. They're definitely like evolving with the rest of the world. You know what
Wow.
I mean with spread football.
I'm about to check that out. I do watch at least a couple Army games a year. I try
Yeah.
to. I'm an Aggie, so I have season tickets up at A&M, so I'm at all those games, and then of course I watch a lot of SEC football. You
Mhm.
know, but I do. San Antonio down here is considered military city USA. We got a bunch of military bases down here. That's probably like one of the primary things here. And so Army comes to the dome a lot and plays
Okay.
down here in the Alamo Dome, the same dome that you guys be playing in. So I've been to a couple Army games there, but it's been years ago. So when they were still running like the wishbone and stuff. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool, man. Congratulations. We appreciate the sacrifice your brother's making and also appreciate the work they're putting in to attain their goal. So that's awesome.
Right.
Congratulations for them.
Appreciate that.
Um, So now let's do a little personal deal. Let's tell the fans something about you, sir, that we don't know. That's maybe not football related. What kind of hobbies you like? What do you like to do? You evidently you're in the gym nonstop. So when
Yeah.
you're not in the gym, what do you do for fun to relax on your off days?
Man, it's kind of hard. I'm a simple man. I listen to a lot of music. I'm in the car out of, let's say, if it's 24 hours or let's say 8 hour out of 8 hours, I'm probably in the car for probably like 6 or 7 of them because I'm going from one place to go train to another place to go work out, and then it's like boom, I got to go somewhere else to go train a bunch of kids or something like that to another place. So I
Yeah.
mean, I enjoy either developing myself or developing others, whether or not you're an athlete, no matter what age you are, no matter at what level that you are. So and like I said, I'm a sports performance coach, so uh that part of my life is very important to me just because like that's what I want to do. That's what I majored in that while I was in school. Got out of school, and even when I played for the Fan Control League, got my certification while I was there. I interned while I was with the Fan Control League as well. So that's kind of what my love is. And at the end of the day, I like spending time with my family and my friends and stuff like that as well, and just kind of being, a I guess you want to say like a normal, like we're all normal people outside of playing
Yeah.
football or being on TV and doing stuff like this. We're all normal people, so like I enjoy spending time with my family. Um, yeah, family and friends. That's about it. It's nothing super duper exciting,
Uh,
nothing super duper
that is
exciting.
exciting. That is exciting. That's the whole point of this is so that
Yeah.
it humanizes the players that fans we look up to you guys. You're doing things that we can't do, couldn't do, won't
Mm.
do, right? Put in all
Right.
that work. So we want to root for you guys. We want to win. And then the other thing is like when you guys are human, let's say something bad happens on the field and fans want to
Mhm.
go on these stupid social medias and talk a lot of smack, you know,
Yeah,
understand that you guys are working hard all year long and you're
yeah,
just humans like us. And so that's kind of one of the main point of getting to know you guys is so that maybe we won't be so mad when when we take a hard L or something. Like it happens, right?
yeah,
Like you guys
yeah,
want to win more than we do, obviously. So
right.
that's awesome, man. We appreciate you opening up that little humanization book for us so that we can all look at it. We got Bryce Alleyne, the running back, the leader of men, the trainer, the family man, the
Yeah,
gym rat,
yeah.
and the music. What would we call you? A music expert.
I wouldn't say a music expert, but
Well, I mean, if you listen
I,
to it,
I'm always down. Like I'm open to I'm open to new music and always, whether I'm in a bad mood, I got my playlist for my bad mood stuff where I'm just thinking and it speaks to me. But like, I like to tell people, or my mom also says, like the type of music that I listen to. She said I listen to bang bang shoot 'em up music. Um,
yeah,
I'm always kind of in that zone because like, I treat football just like life. You know what I mean? Just, over you know, um, overcoming battles, overcoming, adversity and stuff like that. That all kind of, I like listening to people who kind of talk about, the hardships that they dealt with in life, the hardships with family, friends, and stuff like that. And it's kind of all relative to football and, what I mean, a bad play or whatever the case may be. And, that's kind of how I live my life. So I'm
I'm,
very, yeah,
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Game one in the dome. We got DC coming to town. Your pregame warmups. You're on the field, and all the players got their AirPods on, headphones on. What
yeah.
do you got jamming, dude? Game one. What is it?
Man, I don't know what the first song is, but I got a playlist, right? It's
Let's
called
have it.
it's called Active Member, right? I'm an active member in whatever it is, right? I have 953 songs in this playlist. So, and each of these songs, like it doesn't matter what song that I could go to. Like it's something about that song why it's in that playlist. You know what I
It
mean?
speaks
So,
to you.
yeah, it speaks to me.
Yeah.
All the songs in that play, I got 15,000 songs on my phone.
So
That playlist,
you're gonna hit that playlist,
100.
put shuffle, and it don't matter
Yeah.
what comes
And it
out.
don't and it don't matter what comes on. It's gonna put me in that mode the whole time. The whole playlist is like a in that mode playlist.
Yeah, there you go. When I listen to music, my number one criteria is it's supposed to make the alcohol taste better. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but when I go to relax, I turn on the jams,
Yeah. Now
whatever
you
I'm
just vibing,
drinking
you just vibing, man.
needs to make it taste better. That's all I know. So, but
Most definitely.
it, yeah. So, anyways, I don't want to take up your whole Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna go grill out, and everyone's gonna have some drinks. Of course, Mr. Alleyne here. The dog Mahomes is going to take the dub. No,
Yeah.
he's drinking water. He's staying healthy. We got 14 days. I'm not. I don't got training camp at 14 days.
Yeah.
He's still prepping for training camp. 14 days. But with that, if we don't got anything else, we're going to sign off. Remember, everybody, we're giving away 2 free tickets. This is cool, Bryce. We're giving away Bryson. Sorry, we're giving away 2 free tickets to every Brahmas home game this year on behalf of the United Football Media Group and the Brahma Bullpen. We're doing our part to help fill the dome. If you want to know how to enter, go check out episode 23. This is episode 24. So just one episode down on the playlist, people. If you're watching this, details how to enter. Very simple. No scams, no
Mm.
spam. We're not selling email addresses. You don't even have to put your name in there. Just watch the first 30 seconds of the video. You'll know how to enter to win. Before we let you go, sir, can we get a horns forward and let's go Brahmas? Let's
Horns
go.
forward. Let's go Brahmas, man. I can't wait to see everybody coming out, man, especially week one and throughout the season. I'm excited to, be a part of everything, be a part of the bullpen. Just to be a part of, San Antonio. I can't wait what y'all have waiting for me, waiting for us.
Man, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much. On behalf of the United Football Media Group and the Brahma Bullpen, welcome to the bullpen. Welcome to San Antonio Brahmas. We're very excited to see you play football this year.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you, man. Have a good day.